back to the Power of Youth Plus, a special edition in Shenzhen. I'm your host, Merna. If I'm going to use 3 words to describe Shenzhen, I'm going to say vibrant, inclusive, and dynamic. How does this city make the dreams of young entrepreneurs come true? And what role do universities play in shaping the minds of future entrepreneur leaders? Before we get into the discussion, please watch a video of Shenzhen. Welcome back to the Power of Youth Plus. I hope you enjoyed that lovely video of Shenzhen and got to know a bit more about the city. How are we going to know more in depth about how entrepreneurs can fulfill their dreams here? We have invited 3 amazing students and alumni from Renmin University of China joining me here today. Guys, please say hello to the audience.
Hello.
Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is going to be so fun because we're all from Renmin University. So we're basically like 4 friends sitting together having a chat about entrepreneurship and fulfilling our dreams. We did a little survey that says, what comes to your mind when thinking of Shenzhen, since people often call Shenzhen China's Silicon Valley? I'm going to ask you guys first before we actually take a guess of those. What comes to your mind first when we think of Shenzhen? I'll start with you.
In my opinion, Shenzhen is a city full of technology. There are many technology companies such as Tencent, Huawei, and DJI. So we love Shenzhen because this is a very inclusive city, and it attracts all the young people around the country. And this is very interesting and a very great city.
Absolutely. When you said tech, I think that really highlights Shenzhen. And also you used another keyword, which is young people. I think Shenzhen is a city that has the youngest population, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. What about you two? What comes to your mind when we think of Shenzhen?
I think Shenzhen is very suitable for technology innovation because my major is computer science and focus on AI. Shenzhen has a complete supply chain system. Entrepreneurs can achieve their rapid product to realize their dreams. And I think Shenzhen is a very fertile ground.
Absolutely. And what about you?
And in my opinion, I think a word to describe Shenzhen is undeniable. Yeah, for example, when I come to Shenzhen airport, and I came from a lot of advertisement in front of me, and the most impressive thing for me is that the advertisement is not as jewelry, not as clothes, not as expensive consumptions, but the AI production, for example, like Tencent or the AI production of Huawei. So this is the most impressive thing that occurred to me. Yeah, and
absolutely.
I think the word is undeniable.
All right, awesome. So you guys gave really good answers on what comes to your mind first. Let's see what others have chosen. Can we start with the first guess as top 1? Exactly what you guys said, technology and innovation. Can we take a guess on what the second one might be when it comes to mind for Shenzhen?
Well, it's a young city.
Young city. Let's see if youth and vitality. Well done. It really is. I've known Shenzhen. I've heard it is one of the cities in the world that has the most young population. Why do you guys think the young people choose to come to Shenzhen?
For me, there are many like-minded entrepreneur friends here who move forward on the road of their dreams together. And there are so many entrepreneurship policies, including financial support, venue support, and supply chain support. In your word, Shenzhen is very suitable for young entrepreneurs to realize their dreams. And if you are a graduate, I think it's very suitable for you.
A city that attracts lots of graduates as well.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, let's take a third guess and see what it is. International metropolis. Because as we know, the location of Shenzhen is very important as well. It is also part of the Greater Bay Area, so it does give a very nice connection to other countries and other international brands as well to make cooperation. As we know, the rise of Shenzhen over the past years has been tremendous. It used to be a fishing village a long time ago, and then with time it now became an international metropolis. What a rise. Growing up, did you guys hear a lot about the rise of Shenzhen?
Well, there is a saying about Shenzhen that is, once you come to Shenzhen, you become a Shenzhener, one of the Shenzhen citizens. So it means this city attracts very great global companies into this city. And there are a lot of opportunities for the young people, for the new companies, and we have a lot of innovation and technology in this city. So I think Shenzhen is also a young city and an international city, and it's very attractive.
It is very attractive. As you said, whoever comes to Shenzhen becomes a Shenzhen person. Where are you from originally, Peng Peng?
I'm from Hebei province.
Hebei province.
Yes.
And how many years have you been living in Shenzhen?
About 7 years.
7 years. Can you call yourself a Shenzhen person now?
Yeah, of course.
I've actually had a lot of international friends who also lived in Shenzhen or went to school here in Shenzhen. They've always said one thing, which is it's very diverse. You can find friends from everywhere here. And the local people, like the friends from China who are living here, they also come from different cities, but as you said, they also feel like they're included in everything. And I think that's a very nice feeling. International metropolis, very, very true. Let's have a guess on the fourth keyword. Shenzhen speed. Can you tell me a bit more about Shenzhen speed?
As I know, Shenzhen speed is a word to describe the speed of Shenzhen's technology's development. Yeah, and there is a lot of changes in technology that we can't imagine. Yeah, and Shenzhen, and maybe several years ago, Shenzhen is just a small city near the Hong Kong, and up to now, it has become the most international and most.
It has become a metropolis city.
Yeah, of the China.
All right. Let's see the last keyword. Electronics manufacturing. I mean, I've heard lots of international businessmen choose to come here to Shenzhen to do exporting for their electronic products. And as you guys mentioned in the beginning of our live stream, that lots of big tech companies for electronics are also home-based here in Shenzhen. Yeah. So I think that's one of the cities. All right, so we have went through the top 5 reasons of what comes to mind, or what comes to mind when you want to choose Shenzhen as your home. Tech and innovation, youth and vitality, international metropolis, Shenzhen speed, and electronic manufacturing. So now we have highlighted those. Let's get more in depth into your stories. Let's start with you. I know you are a PhD student right now in Renmin University. Can you tell us a bit more about yourself? When did you start your entrepreneur journey?
When I was a freshman, I started my first startup, and my factory is in Shenzhen. So I think Shenzhen had a great and complete supply chain to vote my company. And now I'm undertaking my second venture. Our company's name is Sequence AI. Why I start this company? Because 2 of my friends suffer very serious mental illness because they didn't get diagnosed in time. So I captured this demand in the market from my friends. With the support of my supervisor, I focused on this area and invent this model and system. We can realize the assessment of mental health can be achieved without contact.
Wow, because 2 of your friends were suffering from mental illness, so you actually, that was the, the starting point of when you started your journey. Yes.
Yeah.
What a wonderful product to even reduce the risk of more young people suffering and getting not well diagnosed in time.
Our aim is to preventing the illness in the early stage.
And what a unique and creative way, and what a good friend you are.
Yeah.
All right, that's wonderful. And then afterwards, you are still studying PhD right now. Do you feel like, what field are you researching right now in PhD?
Action prediction.
The prediction.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I feel like in the future, more and more people will get to know your product and your models. All right, Peng Peng, you're like our big brother. We do know you started your entrepreneur journey very, very early. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Okay, I started my first company on the second year of my college. And at that time, we had a coffee shop, supermarket, and a restaurant near and in our campus.
Yes.
After that, I graduated from my college. I went into a big company about real estate. And about 1 or 2 years, I just quit the job and I started my entrepreneurship of social media. And nowadays, we had about 10 companies. Our company is named Fangqishi. The English name is Real Estate HouseNet. And we try to solve the problems or the issues or the disputes between the customers and the developers. So some of the people, when they buy houses, they may think they were cheated, or they just cannot afford the money they have to pay for the house. So we try to solve those problems. I think this entrepreneurship experience were very beneficial and meaningful for me at that time. After that, I have accumulated a lot of skills about how to manage a company, how to run a company, and how to setting rules for starting a company. I think this is very valuable.
Absolutely. So you had quite a long experience even before graduating.
Yes.
That you knew you wanted to be an entrepreneur, you wanted to make your own startup businesses. At that time, were your friends in college, did they have the same ideas as you, or do you think you were like special on that time?
Yeah, we have about 3 friends, just like me. We get together to start our own company and do our career at that time. And I have known a lot of friends.
What a journey it has been
Yes,
so far. Let's talk about you. So I know that when you were in school, you were also part of many different activities during university. I want to know more about your entrepreneur journey. When did that start?
Yeah, of course. And I started my first trial when I was 19 years old. We compose a lot of musics, and we create a lot of stream media content and published in Douyin and in Kuaishou. Yeah, and after several years up to now, and we become to do some technological support for other companies. Yeah, and we make a lot of TVC. Yeah, for our guests.
How nice. Well, all of your entrepreneur journey started when you were in school. How nice. I wanted to ask this question. Do you feel like here in China, when young people, what age do young people have the idea like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur? Do you think it's after graduating, or do you think during school they already have that idea?
Well, they may have the idea to do something to start their own company just in their college when they were in college students, and there may be a lot of ideas they want to they try to fulfill, and they want to solve the problems. I think that is good age for the young college students to start their own entrepreneurship.
Well, since our show is called Power of Youth, so we really are highlighting the mindset of young people. So as youth in China, do you feel like this generation right now, being an entrepreneur and starting your own business or your own creative, project, is it supported? Is it an idea that the society goes like, yes, good? Or do you think they're like, no, you need to stick to what you're doing, or like stick to your studies, or stick to the field that you are researching? What do you think? Is it an open environment to be an entrepreneur?
That's a friendly environment for the young people to start their own entrepreneurship. When I was in the college, a student, I have got a lot of help from my teachers, my seniors, and my friends. For example, when we started, we are lack of money, we don't have people, we don't have workspace, and we got all this help from our university. I think this is very friendly and very easy for people to get their career.
Absolutely. And during your journey in becoming an entrepreneur, how much help do you feel like school supported?
Yeah, our school has a lot of policies and offer a lot of helps for students to start their business. For example, first of all, our school has a cultural science and technology park. Many related courses will be offered to help students to create their business ideas. And if you want to start your business and you have attention, our school will offer a corresponding fund and assign mentor for guidance. And if you want to set up your company, you can register your company in the cultural science and technology park. Yeah.
So they offer, the university, not only as resources as the teachers offer support, they also give you facilities.
Yeah.
To actually expand and work on your creativity.
We have a complete training program for students if you want to start your business.
And you also register as well.
Yeah.
That's all right. So we do know that you're based here in Shenzhen. What made you choose Shenzhen as a base for your entrepreneurial journey?
As I mentioned, Shenzhen is a very inclusive city, and our company is just located in Shenzhen, Guangdong, Chengdu, and Beijing. And we are trying to create more companies in around China, for example, the Shanghai, Hangzhou, Suzhou, and Wuhan, Changsha. There are a lot of opportunities and the market waiting for us to explore. And I think this is very hopeful market, and we can do some meaningful things. We can do something very valuable for the society.
Absolutely, absolutely. So during your schooling years, because we know as a university student, you also don't have much time to do other stuff than studying, how did you balance your entrepreneur, how to say, mindset or plans with your schooling and academics?
Yeah, and I think we can find a balance between our cooperation and between our study. Yeah, because we live in Renmin Daxue, lived in Zhongguancun, so I think we have the spirit of Zhongguancun. Yeah, we have the spirit of innovation. We have the spirit of to set up a cooperation. Yeah, and the course we study in school also can help us. For example, the course we learned in school can help us know how to manage your cooperation and how to find the guest, yeah, and how to do marketing to promote your production. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, since you're still in school, how are you balancing? Because I know you have companies in different areas in Beijing as well, and you still need to do a lot for your PhD research, I assume. How are you balancing?
In my opinion, poor balance lies in reasonable arrangement and planning over time. For early stage entrepreneurs, there are so many things and a lot of changes every day, which can need time to be fragmented. So how to use fragmented time is an essential topic for early stage entrepreneurs. Secondly, I think how to improving your efficiency is also important for balance your time.
That's definitely efficiency, balancing your time. All right, Papa, I want to ask you, you mentioned earlier that you use social media as well as part of your work. How much did social media help these years, do you feel?
Well, our company is based on the social media. We have accumulated about 500,000 followers at this field, and we try to express our opinions, our values, and our knowledge for the people who need them. And I think for the young people, for the college students, if you want to start your business, the easiest way and the fast way is to start your business based on the social media or based on your technological skills or based on the every result you have got when you are studying.
Social media is definitely a very helpful platform right now, and I do know that, speaking of Shenzhen, as we say, it is the home of electronic and tech and innovation. I do know lots of international companies who are actually using lots of examples from Shenzhen in e-marketing. So I think e-marketing is becoming global right now. So many countries are really caring so much about e-marketing, and lots of them are actually using Shenzhen as an example base to promote their products, to make different innovative ways to sell their products, or even products right now don't have to be physical products. They can also be, like you said, helping dispute or fixing issues. I think that is also. You also said you use social media in your work as well. How much has that helped?
And we first start our cooperation mainly on social media, like Douyin, like Tencent Music, like QQ Music, like Wang Yi Music. And I think it's beginning of our career. Yeah, and up to now we make films, we make TVCs, and I think social media is the easiest thing to begin, and it's the best way to begin your own business.
It is, isn't it, social media? All right, so I do have a question for you guys. As alumni and students of Renmin University, how much do you feel like the alumni connection or the collaborations that the university makes helps you? As you know, right now we're in Shenzhen for the Shenzhen Forum, which is hosted by Renmin University of China, and you guys are also invited, I think, to speak in it later. So how much do you feel like being part of this school, you're still keeping the connections as alumni and as events? Do you feel like these events or these collaborations help with your entrepreneurship?
Well, there are a lot of help I have got from our teachers, our seniors, and our friends just from Renmin University. And some of them, when we start our business at that time, some of them become my real friends. And in the future, some of the people just become the real boss. They have their own entrepreneurship. And I think Renmin University have provided us with a very great platform for us to get information, to get help, and to cooperate with each other, and to have conversations like this. I think this is very helpful and beneficial for us, and we should participate in more and more this kind of conversations and activities. is very useful.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Pengmeng, definitely. So when you're in university, I think it's the perfect time to start your journeys and stuff like that. And now it has been a few years since you've graduated and stuff like that. You are back now for the Shenzhen Forum. I know you are prepared to do something later.
Yeah.
So tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah, of course. And maybe tomorrow I will visit some of my old classmates and new partners. Yeah, and I think we can communicate a lot. For example, we can communicate in technology, we can communicate in market, and there is a lot of things we can talking about.
Yeah, I think the relationship between alumni is also very different, right? Like when you're making partners or making, how do I say, like a partnership, when you know you guys are from the same university, there's a different feeling, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So, Pengmeng, I want to ask you, since you graduated a few years ago, but you're still in good relations with the school, how often do you join events that the school hosts?
Oh, just about 3 times 1 year.
3 times a year?
It depends.
Whenever like you have time and stuff like that.
Yes, I will often join these activities.
Okay, that's awesome. So since you all have very interesting stories and stuff like that, if we were to ask you for young people, for whether in China or around the world, a piece of advice.
My advice is just the young people should start their entrepreneurship at an early age. At that time, you can accumulate a lot of experience. And for example, when you are young, you don't have to fear about failure. And there are a lot of opportunities and challenges for the young people. And you should find out what is your real strength at. And in the future, you can establish your business model just based on your strengths. When you are a college student, there are a lot of time for you to do something. There are a lot of opportunity waiting for you to explore. And even you fail, don't worry about it. In the future, you will get a good opportunity, or even you can start a great career in the future.
Yes, such great advice. You said something that really, it stuck with me, which is you find your strength and work on that. I think that is also advised right now for lots of young people in any job, that you need to find what you're good at and then keep expanding, not trying anything you want. Just find what you're good, that's the first step, and then keep expanding on that. Wonderful, wonderful advice. Thank you so much. And what about from your side?
My advice is do what you want. As an old saying says, 心之所向，数履以往. School is a place that you can lose nothing. If you want, just do it.
If you want to do it, just do it.
Yeah.
Awesome. And what about you?
Yeah, and my advice is that if you have a dream, just try it, and all of your experiment will be your treasure. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, you've heard it from 3 wonderful entrepreneurs from Renmin University right here. And also, as Shenzhen is becoming more bright and it's becoming a speedy international metropolis, it is also very welcoming for young people from around the world to start their entrepreneur journeys right now. Lots of new policies, lots of new ways for young people from China and from the international world of different countries to start your journey here and hopefully perhaps make your dreams come true, isn't it?
Okay,
All right, thank you so much. And we're going to hang out a bit more since we're all from Renmin and have a bit more chat. But for now, this is the episode of The Power of Youth Plus, a special edition right here in Shenzhen. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation and got some motivation to start your own business or your own entrepreneurial journey. This is The Power of Youth Plus. I'm Merna, and see you next time.